Is test prep nerve-wracking? Getting an excellent score a huge challenge? A new wave in the test prep is here to help. Test Prep Pundits has all the answers to your questions. It is a one-stop solution for all your academic needs. Our premium online interactive content has hundreds of SAT and ACT test problems, hundreds of hours of videos. Get real and instant results with real scores on the real SAT and ACT tests. Our pundits are experienced and extensively trained in SAT and ACT prep.
What next? Join our free boot camp on July 31st or August 7th or a free mock test.
Hire international teachers who are well-trained in U.S. curriculum for just $20 an hour, or for 2 students group, $15 an hour. We teach math, science, and English for elementary, middle, and high school. Contact info at Test Prep Pundits. Call at 844-383-7844.
సిలికాన్ ఆంధ్ర మనబడి అమెరికాలో ACS 𝗏𝗏𝗃 గుర్తింపు పొందిన ఏకైక తెలుగు విద్యాలయం. మీ పిల్లలను 2021-2022 తరగతులలో చేర్పించండి. తరగతుల నమోదు ప్రారంభమైనది. సెప్టెంబర్ 11, 2021 నుండి తరగతులు ప్రారంభం. మనబడిలో చేర్పిద్దాం, తెలుగు భాష నేర్పిద్దాం. మరిన్ని వివరాలకు సంప్రదించండి manabadi.siliconandhra.org, info@manabadi.siliconandhra.org, 1-844-626-BUDDY.
A new wave in the test prep. Test prep pundits offer SAT, PSAT, ACT just for $499. With powerful teachers, with top 1 percentile tutors, and powered by stellar digital curriculum. Contact us at info@testpreppundits.com or call at 844-383-7844.
Fine diamond jewelry is now one click away. Maya Fine Jewels, a family legacy, manufacturing their own jewelry since 1975. Shop online for lab-certified diamond jewelry at Indian prices. Visit your trusted family jeweler, Maya Fine Jewels, at 1315 Oak Tree Road, Islin, New Jersey. Shop online at mayafinejewels.com.
Bridal Jewelry by Malabar Gold and Diamonds.
Summer is the best time to boost your scores. Test Prep Pundits present Self-Prep SAT ACT course for just $199. Stellar digital curriculum, expert videos for every question. 15 full-length tests. Contact info at Test Prep Pundits. Call at 844-383-7844.
FIA, Federation of Indian Associations celebrating 75th Independence Day of India on Sunday, August 15th. Flag hosting at Times Square at 9:30 a.m. Tricolor on the Crown of Empire State Building. First India Day billboard at Times Square for 24 hours. Gala on the Hudson 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. For more information, sponsorship and gala tickets, call 732-910-6426. Email info@fianyjct.org. This Independence Day, join us to honor 𝗓𝗩𝗪𝗔 Mishra, the youngest Grand Master in chess history.
అమెరికాలో నూరి ఫౌండేషన్ ఆధ్వర్యంలో సర్వాంతర్యామి అయిన శ్రీ షిరిడి సాయిబాబా మందిరాన్ని 2001 జూలై 4న బాల్విన్, న్యూయార్క్ లో మార్చ్ 2008 ఇస్లిన్, న్యూజెర్సీలో నిర్మించారు. భక్తుల కోరిక మేరకు ప్రతి ఒక్క ఉపాలయంలోనూ అన్ని సన్నిధులను ప్రతిష్ఠించడం జరిగింది. ఎంతో అనుభవం కలిగిన పూజారులతో కార్యక్రమాలను నిర్వహిస్తున్నారు. ఇక్కడ కేవలం పూజలే కాకుండా పిల్లలకు బాల వికాస్, సాంస్కృతిక కార్యక్రమాలు, రక్తదాన శిబిరాలు, అన్నదాన కార్యక్రమాలు మరెన్నో నిర్వహిస్తున్నారు. భక్తులందరికీ ఆహ్వానం. For Islin New Jersey Mandir, more information, please visit www.𝗟𝗏𝗪 and for New York Mandir information, please visit saimandirus.org.
Telugu ప్రేక్షకులందరికీ hello and welcome to today's episode of the Talk Show with Experts. మనతో మన expert Rahul Reddy garu. Rahul garu, thank you so much for being on the show today.
Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you. I would like to take a minute to thank our sponsors as well. This program has been brought to you by Test Prep Pundits, Maya Fine Jewels and Silicon Andhra Manambadi. Test Prep Pundits help you achieve the best for your kids on the SAT and ACT test. Free boot camps on every Saturday, which includes a mock test as well. Please visit the website for more details. Maya Fine Jewels, bringing our ethnic heritage all the way from India to the US. Maya Jewels offers some of the finest diamond jewelry with craftsmanship passed for over 7 years and 7 generations. Look no further. Log on to mayafinejewels.com and get yourself a piece of our rich heritage. Silicon Andhra Manambadi, accredited by the ACSWASC in the USA. Admissions are open now. Please register. Classes will be starting from September 11th of 2021. Join Manabadi and learn Telugu. For more information, visit manabadi.siliconandhra.org or call 1-844-626-BUDDY, which is 2234. All right, let's get on to our program for today. Rahul garu, our topic for today, October visa bulletin predictions. Now, as our program has always seen, we've been into a lot into predictions, some right, some not so. So last time we predicted some dates. Are we sticking to that or not?
I'm sticking with it.
Okay.
I built a bold prediction that the EB3 might go all the way to 2018.
Okay.
I predicted that the EB2 might move maybe up to 2013. That was my projection, or maybe up to 2014 in EB2. Why am I sticking with these dates? While the State Department backed off a little bit, they said 100,000 green cards are going to be wasted. That's what they said. Initially, they didn't hesitate to give the number, and then they said 100,000 green cards will be wasted.
Right.
I'm still sticking with it because of my belief in the legal system that is there, my belief in what the administration is trying to do, especially in the past 1 month, the way the changes occurred in the past 1 month. I want to explain to the audiences why am I still sticking with December 31st of 2018 EB3. Okay. Here are a couple of the things. In the past 3-4 weeks, thanks to all the efforts done by our TVASIA audiences, they have written letters to the congressmen. If those people who have not written letters to the congressmen not to waste the green cards, please, the link is provided at the bottom. You can write the letter. There is a fresh letter that we have drafted for the Chat with Charlie, where last time out of the 1,200 emails, approximately 800 emails came from TVASIA. So I didn't want to bombard the State Department at this point of time. They didn't need all that thing. So I just kept it on my website at RN Law Group, Chat with Charlie, if you want to go and ask Charlie, but don't bombard with him with a lot of questions. I don't expect all the people in the audiences here to go to my website and do it. But for those people who have not written letters to the Congress people, we would like you to write letters to the congressman. Please continue. Don't write continuously 2 times, but you can write to the congressman, House representative, and also for the senator. 2 different people though. Now, what changes occurred in the past 1 month? We have seen a significant RFEs on medicals, though, those people who have not submitted medical. We have seen a significant improvement in the interviews. We have seen at least 10-fold improvement in the approvals of the 485 applications that were filed in October. I would take back, it's not 10-fold, it's 20-fold approvals than what we were saying before. Right. So based on this, I do expect that there may not be the wastage as much as predicted. If not, there may not be any wastage. That's my prediction. If the people, because we still have about 1 month, almost 2 months left in this year. If people still contact the congressman, there can be changes.
Right.
Now, not only send letters to the congressman, local House of Representative, the senator, but also send a copy to 𝗧𝗟𝗩𝗘. Another couple of changes that people may not know is that in the regulations, though, in the fall, the USCIS has published in the regulations that they are going to issue regulations not wasting the 485 or green card numbers.
Oh.
Yeah.
How interesting is that?
Yes. This is the first time I'm notifying, or maybe not many people do. They are issuing regulations and not to waste the green cards. Could that means that can we utilize the 250,000 green cards that have been wasted from 1992 to right now? Could we use all those things? Those are up to speculation. Our office team is going to meet next week, and maybe next Sunday we will come to a little bit more conclusion. Can we recommend the administration to include the wastage green card, 250,000 green cards wasted from 1992 to present, 250,000 employment, more than 250,000 green cards were being wasted though. Including last year, they only utilized 90%. So added that approximately 300,000 extra green cards can be brought down to the employment based. That's one. The second thing is that this administration, the USCIS chief, where does he come from? I just want to introduce, tell about 𝗧𝗟𝗩𝗘, who is the USCIS, the committee chairman in the House. She's been the person who is trying to remove the per country limit. She's been trying now also trying to fight for the EAGLE Act to take the per country limit off on the 485 application. The person who worked as a general counsel for her is the actually chief of USCIS right now. So I believe strongly that the letters have helped in getting these actions, what I described about 20-fold increment in the number of green cards that have been approved, a good 10-fold improvement in the number of people who are getting interviewed, and also almost like 30 times more RFEs on the medical. And 𝗧𝗟𝗪𝗘, we have seen notice of intent to deny for medicals. What does that tell is that they're only, our audiences are only given 30 days to respond. You know, some people are sleeping, I'll respond late, but they want to adjudicate the case faster. If they issue an RFE, we would have 87 days to respond. But if we don't have, if we have the notice of intent to deny, you have only 30 days to respond. I assure you a lot of our audiences will respond in less than 15 days. But if not, I mean, I can't describe this. There should be somebody else's audiences or opponent audiences.
And even for the officials that you were mentioning about Rahul Garu, I think, sending in these letters is ammunition for them also, saying that, hey, I have physical proof from, so many thousands and thousands of people saying that, they are being discriminated against. So
good point, 𝗧𝗟𝗪𝗘. Good point, 𝗧𝗧𝗪𝗘. What you raised is that a lot of these Congress people are not aware of the employment-based immigration, though. In the entire immigration, though, there are illegals, there are legals, there are people. Within the legal immigration, though, we are only 14%. They only think that immigration means, you'll be very surprised, the people who jump from the walls and come in. They don't have a knowledge, the legal aids that work for the Congress people. Unless you write the letters, your congressman will not know. And I also drafted a letter to the ombudsman of USCIS, what we recommend them to change the USCIS policies, at least from now onwards to October, where we can adjudicate more cases. That draft also has been written there. I will probably give it to TV South Asia. They will give a link of that one also at the bottom. We'll add that thing. So please write a letter to the ombudsman, and we can add next week also. We'll add letter to USCIS chief also, so that things can go much faster. The reason I'm sticking with my projections is that I'm expecting the TVASIA audiences to keep continuing and redoubling the efforts of what they have already done to make sure that they don't waste. I'm also assuming that the letters that you guys have been sending to the congressman will be effective, and maybe and I'm expecting the USCIS to act on it. I'm expecting the State Department to act on it. And I think so it's illegal for them to waste these things. And they will be responsible for these wastage of green cards if they don't act on it. And the Congress can put them into question. So if you keep on writing the letters, that will be there. Another, 𝗧𝗟𝗧𝗧𝗧 is that last time it's only 120,000 green cards. With the 120,000 green cards though, the EB3, extra EB3 has moved to 5 years, not exactly 4 years and 11 months ago. EB2 also moved all the way to 2 years or so for the filing dates. Now we have extra 150,000 green cards guaranteed for us in the family immigration. That's 290,000. So yeah, the movement should be the same or a little bit less or maybe more. I don't know, but I expect people to act on it. I expect the officers who has been paid salary to do their jobs.
Right.
So I'm still sticking with the priority dates as expected. Now, can I go wrong? Yes, I can. I wish I will not go wrong. I wish I'll go wrong in such a way that the priority dates even move further than what I've already predicted.
Yeah. Which has happened in the past, which has been also...
Yes, I predicted only until 2013. In August and September, I predicted in only 2013. I did not predict it to 2015. Hopefully, I'll be wrong again and it'll go to 2020. But at this point of time, I'm sticking with my projection of December 31st of 2020.
Like, such wrong predictions, this kind we welcome. Absolutely. Thank you so much for that explanation, Rahul Garu. And who is watching this, please, 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 I can tell you from my personal experience also that writing to the congressman is such an effective thing. Like, I had an experience where my EAD was held up and I wrote to my congressman and, they helped me get my EAD fast. So I can tell you the system works. You just have to fight for your rights. But on that note, Rahul Garu, let's start taking our callers one by one. And we have a lot of people waiting to talk to you. Hi, caller from area code 602. We're ready for you now. Caller from area code 602. Rahul Garu, there's a question for you. Are legal dreamers included in the reconciliation bill? What's the chance of that?
Yes, they are included in the reconciliation bill. I just want to explain for the people is that the DACA is the people who are unlawfully in this country. So legal dreamers are the people who are legally maintaining the status. So practically what happened in the Obama administration is that all the kids that are parents that didn't maintain the legal status, they got the green card. The law-abiding people, they did not get the green card. They did not get the EAD, sorry. The parents who violated the legal status children got their EADs. The parents who followed the law did not get an EAD. Yeah, the legal dreamers are included at this point of time. We have to see by the time it goes through all the wiggles and haggles, whether it's going to be there or not, we have to see. But at this point of time, it is included.
Got it. Thank you, Rahul. All right, on to our caller, Andy. Caller from area code 602. We're ready for you now.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Please go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you, 𝗧𝗟𝗏 and Rahul for taking my call. I have two questions. The first question is my priority date is December 2012. I missed the boat last September because
the boat is still there. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
December 2012. Yeah. My date got current in July bulletin. So I applied, my perm got approved in May. So I applied concurrent both 140 and 485. But in the medical, actually, I see that after I sent the packet, I see that the A number is missing in the 690.
It's okay. A number doesn't have to. A number doesn't have to be there in the medical. It's perfectly okay if the A number is not there.
Oh, okay, got it. Thank you. And one more question is I already applied H4 EAD and H4 for my wife. And then it's processed. I did not get approval till now. But in the meantime, I got my wife got H1 approval. So now the H1 is effective date is October 1st. So when H4 and H4 ED gets approved after October 1st, will the H1 gets revoked, or like it's been
That is
overwritten
right.
by H4?
It doesn't get revoked, but it's called last action rule. Whichever is approved latest will be the one which is ruling. So if in November she gets the H4 and EAD approved, that's called last action rule. So she will be on H4 plus EAD. But you can switch it back and forth if you want to by going to Mexico and having some margarita and coming back. And I'm telling the truth. It's not a joke. It's called automatic revalidation. You go to Mexico, you come back. Even if she doesn't have the H-1B stamping in the passport, she can come back and show, I'm coming back in H-1B. I'm working with this particular company called ABC Inc. That's it. She shows the H-1B, comes back, and she'll be in H-1B. And next day, she can go have some coffee there in Mexico and come back and say, I'm married to this guy. He's an H-1B. I'm really happily married with this guy. I'm coming back in H-4, and she can come back. That's called automatic revalidation. Okay?
Oh, okay. I thought like somebody was telling that because H1 is already approved and it's effective from October 1st, H4 and H4AD will be invalidated.
No, it will not be invalidated. It will get approved. Last action rule will work on it.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, both of you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling. Let's take our next caller, Randy.
While we take the next caller, Nitya Garu, a lot of our audiences are receiving RFEs for medical, which is very good.
Right.
A lot of people are also panicked about notice of intent to deny, which actually it's a time to celebrate. All those people who got the notice of intent to deny, buy a champagne, keep it in the refrigerator, ready to open when the green card comes in for you.
Or should each of us, you know?
I'm sorry, yeah. You guys can respond. I mean, our office recommends people to respond to the RFEs only if it's medical by themselves, though, because it takes extra time to get into our office. We don't send it on the same day, Nitya Garu. Sometimes it goes the next day. Sometimes it takes 2 days for responding. There is a time log in there, and then there is a time that it has to go to the FedEx and other things. What we tell our people is that to respond to the RFEs by themselves. Or if it's only medical, if there is anything else in there, don't. Always go through a lawyer.
Thank you for that, Randy. Let's take our caller, Randy. Caller from area code 302. We're ready for you now, sir. Hello? Sir, *6, Randy, to unmute your line. *6. Hello?
Hi, Rahul Garu and Nitya Garu. Are you able to hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, thanks for taking my call. Actually, my priority date is 2011 September, and I'm in EB2. It's approved, my 140, and I moved to employer B, and I'm going back. So I want to know, like, if EB2 filing date accepted. Right now, it is in 2011 December, but they're accepting only final action date. So in case if they accept filing date for EB2, so should I apply in EB2 or should I?
What is your priority date?
2011 September 30th.
2011 September 30th. Okay. So right now it's not current. It's expected to current next month, which is September, is right?
Right.
So your question is, when you go back, what do you? So I see by August 20th we will come to know, is right?
Yeah. So for the next visa bulletin, in case if the filing date, if they accept, or if in case of final action date, definitely I would do that. But in case if the filing date becomes current in EB2 and final action date is not current,
there is a good chance that for you though, the final action date will be current in September for you. Okay. There is a good chance that they won't accept the filing dates in September. They will do it. They're expected to do it in October, but not in September. So I would do one thing. If the final action dates or whatever date becomes current where you can file the EB2, I will file an EB2. But if you cannot file in EB2 in September though, I will do one thing. I will file a downgrade application, will file an EB3 and file a 485 for you if I were your lawyer.
Okay, so you are saying like in September, doesn't matter, whichever is final action date is current, apply in that, irrespective of whether EB2 or EB3.
That is absolutely right. I will not wait until October. Because remember, once you go to October, there will be a mad rush coming there.
Okay.
You want to avoid that.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Okay. And one more question, Rahul, once AO is, adjustment of status is filed, right? Like the processing order is based on the priority date or filing order?
Good question. There is no order at all. I want to tell the audiences right now that in this month, we were telling, we questioned State Department that their processing time, USCIS processing time is 15 months for Texas Service Center. I take back on that. It is 60 months now.
60?
It's 60 months, yes. So now the question is that there are cases that we filed that I told that 20-fold improvement in the approvals. I remember I told you. Now, how does that happen? The only thing is that, does it mean that your old priority date will get the priority? No, that doesn't work that way. The way it works is that if your final action date is current, if the medical is done, if the I-140 is approved, okay, then it's up to the adjudications officer level where he is at. So some of the people are advanced, some of the people are not advanced. Sometimes what happens is that they check the file. If they can't find anything, if they find something on your name, then they will put it on the backlog, and we don't know what they check. We have two immigration lawyers in our office that work with immigration. I had a lunch with them. I mean, my own staff actually. And the guy was telling that the kind of checkings that they have in MS-DOS. He recently moved from immigration to us. MS-DOS, and they have to do like 6, 7 databases that they have to check. It's not coordinated properly. So it takes time for them to do it. So some of the officers are good and active in checking these things. Some of the officers are. So if your file falls into the guy who is very active and his caseload is clean, you are very good. If your file falls into the guy that sleeps and wakes up whenever he wants to, then you are in trouble.
Okay. Got it, sir. And I have one last question. Like I had two questions earlier.
Let's try to give some of the others a chance to ask the questions also. So thank you so much, Bert, for calling us. Do call back in next week for sure. All right. Thank you, Andy. Let's take our next caller. Rahul, how are these people held accountable then? So it's say in private companies or whatever, they have targets that they have to meet for, staff members, say, even like a, call center area. They say, right, like you have to hit like 200 calls a month.
We need to have a good administration to challenge them. At this point of time, the only administration that I have seen that happen was the Bush administration. And the processing time at that point of time for 485s was 4.5 years. So there are married couple that were in Houston that asked me a question, how long it's going to take? 4.5 years. What about in Boston? It takes 6 months. We're moving to Boston. So that's how it was. Labor certification process, believe me, in labor certification process before 2005 used to take, Texas was 4.5 years, California was God knows how many times it is. Ohio was only 3 months. A lot of companies moved to Ohio because their processing time is faster. Okay. So that's a different issue. So that's how the whole thing is right now. Now, when the Bush administration came in, they implemented a system. They said, the Bush administration said, I'm going to give you 6 months to adjudicate the applications. These fellas are sleeping. They don't want to do anything. Guess what he said? The Bush administration said, all the district directors are fired 6 months from now. That's it.
Woke up.
6 months. They woke up. 6 months, 4.5 years came down to 80 days. We were requesting USCIS at least wait for 90 days. We need to collect some living together documents. Don't give them the green card in 80 days. Right. There are some technical other objections that we have. We'd like to wait at least 90 days though. So we're begging them to get it done faster. So we need to see this administration. I can see that. I can see a spark. Recently, in the past 1 month, I created TVASIA for it, but all the other people are telling, they're going to waste 100,000. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah.
TVASIA acted on it, and we have all these letters going on. Now I see the spark in there, a lot of RFEs on the 485J, not 485J, sorry. So on the medical issues, not to deny, which is actually, I like it. So we need to see if this administration is sincere, because it's only been 6 months or 7 months they're in power now. So if they are sincere, we can expect a lot of change. So if the administration have to change, if not, we have to go to the Congress, we have to go to the court system to get, if we go to court system, we'll only get our case approved. It won't be the old cases. Unfortunately for 485s, we have tried to take our cases. We failed several times. The courts have ruled very clearly that in 485 cases, we can't go to the court system.
Yeah. But, it begs the bigger question, right? Because there are so many people at the border in detention centers waiting for their, asylum request to be processed. That's like the bigger picture of the immigration itself, right? So I just wonder, why are they allowed to be so lax about the whole thing? Employment. Yeah. In
the letter that we have written, we have drafted to the USCIS ombudsman, what we requested is that if you adjudicate the 273,000 applications right now that are pending, and if you're going to adjudicate the October that we're going to file, maybe 290,000 green cards that are available, faster, much faster, they can avoid, they can just automatically deny their EADs. Yeah. They can automatically deny their advanced paroles. They can automatically deny their H-1B extensions. They can deny their H-4s. They can deny the H-4 EADs, because we don't need it. You get the green card, we don't need it. You technically are not eligible for H-1Bs. We don't need it. So that's a recommendation. Hopefully, so administration will put a lot more resources on adjustment of status. And that's a letter that we drafted, which I'm going to give a link for the people to follow up.
Awesome.
Follow on.
Thank you so much, Rahul. All right, on to our caller, Andy. Caller from area code 651. We're ready for you now.
Hello, 𝗏𝗧𝗏 and Rahul Garu. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you so much, Rahul Garu, for all your services. If we reach out to lawyers, I know how much we would need to pay. I have paid in the past. Thank you so much for your services. My priority date is July 2013. I-140 is approved, downgraded, and my received date is December 30th. Obviously, it's sitting at Texas Service Center, and other than receipt notices and my I-140 being approved, nothing happened. And to be frank, seeing still October people getting it, I'm not expecting anything. So my question is, depending on Charlie, maybe I might be current in September, July 2013. What if I want to send one more 485 along with the medicals? My I-140 is approved. No. Only pending would be biometrics.
No. Here is, your biometrics already happened?
No.
Okay. Here is the problem when you have two 485 applications, though. One thing we definitely will be richer is that they always will issue an RFE to force you to withdraw one of the 485 applications. So if you withdraw the previous 485 application, you file it again, there is no guarantee that you have that this will go forward. This will be adjudicated faster. If you leave both 485 applications, they will force you to withdraw one 485, and that will take extra time for you. So I definitely would not advise.
Okay. The reason I'm asking this question, I read it in Trackit. One of the guy whose priority date is July 2012, downgrade done. He applied when the final action date has gotten current. It's less than a month and a half. He got green card.
You don't. First is 1.5 months. There are a lot of things that we need to consider into is that in 1.5 months, they're taking 1 month just to issue a receipt notice right now, just to be on the mind. Although I would say that they have come down, I would take back. They've come down to about 1 month right now, receipt notice. Within 1.5 months, he got the biometrics done. I'll be very surprised to follow. I'll be very surprised whether that is a true story or not.
I read it. I don't know is it true or not, but I read it in Trackit.
Yeah, I would not. I would not trust anything. I have heard people that say that he applied online H-1B labor certification, I-140 and green card from Australia. He got the green card. I don't know how he did, but those are things that I don't know how they do it. I mean, I don't know.
Okay. So given this December 30th,
right now, since you're the only thing I would recommend is to, if you have not already returned it to the congressman, you have to return to the congressman. You cannot write for the congressman on a case assistance because you'll get a routine response saying that it's not 50 months anymore in Texas Service Center. It's 60 months. There is nothing else you can do right now. Okay?
Wow, other than just waiting.
Yep. Next person, please.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for calling, Andy. All right, let's take our next caller. Rahul Garu, we have a question from 𝗬𝗪𝗡𝗪. He says, my priority date is November 2802-105. I don't know.
Other question from Ishwar Rao.
November 28, 2015. Sorry.
November 28, 2015.
Yeah. So
okay.
He's saying, what are the chances for the filing date for 485?
Very good. We already predicted. Very good. Did you say EB2 or EB3?
EB2.
You should try to convert into EB3. For all the people whose priority date is in between 2015 and 2018, what we are suggesting them is to convert them into EB2 to EB3. You will have both options available. Whichever comes first, you can apply. And even if you have a receipt notice, you can apply with the receipt notice. You don't need an approval notice. You don't need an approval notice of the I-140 to apply. I'm just reading some of the questions to make it more quicker. Ishwar is asking a question from YouTube saying, hey, if I change the address, will it cause any problem in the processing timings? No, it should not cause any problem in the processing timings. You should go through. If your officer is correct, then you should be fine. It should not delay if you change the address though.
Okay. Awesome, Andy. Let's take our next caller. Caller from area code 310. We're ready for you now.
Yeah. Hi, Rahul Garu and Nicha Garu. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Please go.
Okay. Rahul, I have two questions, Andy. I'm calling from Los Angeles. My lawyer mailed the medical RFE response to the LA field office address directly instead of the PO box address that was mentioned in the RFE letter. Is that okay? I mean, he did include the cover letter with the PO box address inside the package.
From the RFE? Where did the RFE come from? Service center or the field office?
Field office.
It came from a field office. So he sent it to the field offices, right?
Yes, but on the RFE letter, the address is PO box of the Los Angeles field office.
Okay, but he sent it to the regular. Yeah. Is your lawyer from LA or is he from a different location?
He's from LA.
Okay, then I'm pretty sure that he sent to the properly because Houston locally, sometimes they tell us you sent to the physical address, sometimes they tell us to the PO box. I'm fine. Either way, it will go to your file. You're fine.
Yeah, because the response the lawyer said is even though we sent it to the LA field office, the cover letter we attached has the PO box address. Sometimes they have.
It will go. If you have it is sent, it will go to the proper file. You're fine.
The reason I'm asking is when FedEx tried to deliver this Friday, they updated the status to customer not available and will deliver again on Monday.
That's normal because they'll deliver on Monday because there's nobody to take it. They will take it.
Okay.
You know how the government office works is right. You come at 3 o'clock, I won't take it.
Okay, got it. So eventually, even if it's the PO box address, it will eventually go to the LA field office.
It will go. Yeah, I will not resend the file if I were you.
Okay, sure. So second question, Andy. So my wife got SSN via H4EAD. Obviously, it says valid for work with DHS authorization on the SSN. So after we get the green card, should she get a new SSN or use the same SSN?
You will never get a new SSN. She can go to the SSN office and remove the conditions that are there on the green card, on the social security number.
Yes.
Okay. Is that mandatory or it's okay not?
It's not mandatory. It's recommended.
Okay. Got it. Okay. Yeah, that's all I have. Yeah,
thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling, Andy. Let's take our next caller, Wes. All right. We have a question, Andy. This is from Shweta N. Says, in Perm, they mentioned different SOC code, which non-IT filed, but job title is correct, which is IT filed. However, Perm I-140 485J has been approved. Does it cause any issue for the 485 approval?
No. If the 485J is already approved, it should not cause any problem.
Okay, I see. On to a caller, Andy. Caller from area code 704. We're ready for you now. Caller from area code 704. Hi, ma'am.
Yes. Hi, ma'am. My name is Rajita.
Hello. Please go ahead.
Hello. వినపడుతుందా అండి?
వినపడుతుంది.
యా, నా పేరు రజిత అండి. యాక్చువల్లీ నాది 2015 నవంబర్ డేట్ EB3, EB2. సో నేను EB3కి కన్వర్ట్ చేసుకున్నానండి. అంటే ఇప్పుడు నాకు రిసిప్ట్ డేట్ వచ్చింది. వీఆర్ నెక్స్ట్ వీక్ ప్రీమియం అప్లై చేస్తా అన్నారు లాయర్.
Proud of you. Good decision. Very good job. You're doing good.
థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్. ఎంత ఛాన్స్ ఉందండి యాక్చువల్లీ? అంటే ఇప్పుడు ప్రీమియం కి వెళ్తే లాయర్ ముందే చెప్పారు చాలా రిజెక్ట్ అవుతున్నాయి అనేసి. సో నాది కూడా రిజెక్ట్ అయ్యే ఛాన్స్.
ఒకటి రిజెక్ట్ అయ్యేది ప్రీమియం ప్రాసెసింగ్ అండి, నాట్ యువర్ I-140. So if your premium processing gets rejected, your $2,500 will not go anywhere. So even if you don't get an I-140, you can file the 485. Even if you don't get the I-140 approval, you can still file I-485 and EB3.
Okay.
You have about,
thank you.
Yeah, I would do the premium processing. I will keep on redoing it until it is approved. Okay?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for calling. All right.
That's a good, what Rajita did, Nitya Garu, is very, very good step, because she has both options left. She doesn't want to wait until October. She took the things in the hands. And there are some money that I believe people should spend it properly. And she did a good job. She did a good job filing a normal and trying to convert into premium processing.
Yeah, it's an investment in yourself. So you can't look at it as an expenditure. Nothing trumps getting the green card in your hand. All right. While we're waiting for our next caller from area code 512, and we're ready for you now. Hello. All right. We have a question, Andy, from SR. Says, filed I-485 with I-140 amendment pending with successor of interest for a long time. Can an approved I-140 with a newer employer be interfiled to change the underlying basis I-140 of pending 485?
No, it cannot. It cannot be. It can be done only after the basic I-140 has been approved. The whole reason for that is that the reason why you file a 485 is the underlying I-140. That is not approved. If that's not approved, you're not free. You will not get the green card. If by any chance, if that fails, your I-485, even though you haven't filed, it will completely fail. You have another option though. Remember the first lady was telling that whether I should file a 485 application again. You have an option if you want to, because this when the company changes the name, it may take a long time for you to get an I-140 approval. If you want to, you can file an entire fresh 485 application. I'm assuming that you're not married to the EAD. You can file an entire new application if you want to.
Okay. Thank you, Rahul. Caller from area code 512. We're ready for you now. *6, Andy, to unmute your line. *6. Yeah. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello, Rahul and Nitya. Thank you for your service. I have a question. GCEAD renewal. So I tried to do it online. I think USC is asking for some fee. Is that the correct way to do it? Or should I approach an attorney?
No, just you can file manually though. You don't need fees. If they're asking fees, they're probably prompting you to send a wrong thing. Don't pay the fees, because there's no fees for the 485 EAD. I would recommend that you file manually if they're asking fees, because if they take the fees, they're going to categorize wrongly, and after 10 months you'll get rejected.
Okay. And can I do it by myself, or is it like a mandate to go to the attorney? Because
it's up to you. It's up to you. I would not say yes or no. There are some things I definitely will say no. there is something medical, like I will say yes. One thing is for sure though, there is a column and category that they will ask you, and it has to be C9. And if you put anything else, they'll take your money, they will waste your time, and they'll reject it after 1 year or 9 months.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And one more question. So when I filed my 485, looks like my attorney by mistake put like there is no medical insurance for me. Does it cause any problem?
No, it's fine. It's not going to cause any problem. That's a 944, and they already trashed it because this administration is not taking off the 944 off. You're good. No problem with it.
Okay, got it. So, and what about October Visa Bulletin final action date prediction? I think you didn't share about the final action, but you
no final action is not good question though. I'm not expecting final action date to be moving very rapidly in October though.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's all I have. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for calling in. Sorry, Ali. All right, let's take our next caller. This is from Janvar Harish. He says, is it really mandatory to file a 485G when changing the job since interviews are waived? My priority date is September 2014. I'm documentarily qualified for GC. When can I expect a GC in hand after FAD is current?
First question, is it mandatory? It's not mandatory. It's highly recommended though. If you don't file the 485J supplement, is it considered that you're doing illegal if you start working for a different company? No, you're perfectly illegal to work for the existing for the new company though. If the final action date becomes current, when will you get the green card will depend on your officer. And I see in the YouTube, a lot of people are asking the same question. Why is it so random? Why is that? It depends on the officer. They don't go by the priority date. They don't go by the filing date. Unless your filing date falls out of line, which is according to Texas Service Center, 60 months, 5 years. 5 years, not 5 months. Then you don't have an authority to raise a service request. You don't have an authority to Congress a case assistant. So if it's about, so within that 5-year period though, how they pick, what they pick, I spoke with my own lawyers who work with immigration. They said very clearly that it depends on the load of the particular person.
Okay. And Rahul Garu, coming back to the 485J, you said it doesn't cost anything to put in the 485J as well, right? There is
yeah, that's right. It's a zero filing fees. There's no filing fees for 485J.
There's no filing fees, so it doesn't hurt to just put it in.
It doesn't hurt. A lot of people think it delays. I haven't noticed it because we file the 485J supplement, they issue a receipt notice, but they still approve it within 1 week. So they ignore the 485J supplement. A lot of questions will come on the YouTube too about 485J supplement. Sometimes they issue a receipt notice, sometimes they don't issue a receipt notice, sometimes they approve it, sometimes they don't approve it. And I've seen all cases where even without issuing a 485J supplement receipt notices, they have approved the 485. And especially for the people who filed I-140 and 485 together, a lot of lawyers have not filed the 485J supplement at all because it's not required. There are some lawyers who filed, I don't know why they did, but it's not required to file if you file with I-140.
And Rahul Garu, one other thing that I noticed among the questions that we got was that a lot of people where, the primary applicant gets their green card, but the other members in the family are not receiving their green cards at the same time. So I think a lot of them are seemingly concerned about that. So, just wanted to get your...
I spoke with about lazy officers, active officers. This guy's a bum officer. He's a bummer. I mean, why did not he adjudicate those polls? Somewhere this guy misplaced, did something wrong. It just, I would request the congressman to contact the congressman to get it rectified, though. That's the only thing that I can request. This guy is a bummer. The USCIS officer is a bummer.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Reddy. Let's go to our caller. Caller from area code 302. We're ready for you now.
Hi, Nitya. Hi, Rahul. My name is Dinesh Kumar.
Hello, sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Thanks for all your help, what you're doing. Really appreciate it. Thanks a lot. I have two questions. My priority date on EB3 is November 2014. I've got medical RFP, and I'll be responding to them as soon as I finish my medicals. I got them only on Thursday. So the question is, once I submit my RFP, if they approve it, would that, and date not being current, would it cause an issue?
If they approve the green card, you mean to say?
Yes, Mr. Rahul.
Well, why don't you contact me? Why don't you contact me after they approve?
Oh, definitely.
Okay, because I don't want to go into that 1% of the thing and will predict. I would not go to the 1% of the thing, and not even 1%, 0.1% of the thing. So why contact me once if it's approved without the prior date current? Okay.
Sure, Mr. Rao. And the second question is, we renewed my wife's passport, and we had mentioned the old passport number in the 485. And in the medicals, they're asking for photo ID, so they've asked the surgeon to input the passport number, which she'll use as the new renewed passport number. Would it be advisable for us to send a copy of the passport along with the medical RFP?
Not required.
Response?
Not required, because
required?
If they're looking only RFE for the medical, if they find another document, I would not unnecessarily burden them with the document.
Okay, Mr. Rao. Thank you. I just had these two questions. Appreciate all your time. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much for calling.
𝗬𝗓𝗪𝗧𝗔𝗟𝗡 𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗔 from YouTube has an interesting challenge for me. Rahul, would you quit if the priority date doesn't reach to the? Would you quit the TV show if the priority date doesn't reach December 31st, 2018? 𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗔𝗟𝗡, no, I will not quit. I didn't quit. I didn't quit it when I predicted 2013. When it went to 2015, I didn't quit. No. This is not something that I have a concrete and absolute information that I can tell. I can tell simple things. If you get a medical RFE, yeah, you better respond to the RFE. But would I quit? No, I didn't quit in October when my prediction went wrong. I predicted 2013, it went to 2015. I didn't quit. I said very clearly it would not reach 2014, and then that's what I thought. But it did reach, so I didn't quit. No, I'm not going to quit.
But we have so many people depending on Rahul Garu for at least clarifying their status and stuff. So hopefully all of you appreciate the work that he's doing, and hopefully Rahul Garu, you're not a quitter and you'll never quit. And this is not a fortune telling show, guys. So, the predictions are based on the dates that are provided by USCIS, or, how the data is looking and trending and stuff like that. So, yeah, no. All right. On that note, let's take a short commercial break and we'll be right back. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere.
Is test prep nerve-wracking? Getting an excellent score a huge challenge? A new wave in the test prep is here to help. Test Prep Pundits has all the answers to your questions. It is a one-stop solution for all your academic needs. Our premium online interactive content has hundreds of SAT and ACT test problems, hundreds of hours of videos. Get real and instant results with real scores on the real SAT and ACT tests. Our pundits are experienced and extensively trained in SAT and ACT prep.
What next? Join our free boot camp on July 31st or August 7th, or a free mock test.
Hire international teachers who are well-trained in U.S. curriculum for just $20 an hour, or for 2 students group, $15 an hour. We teach math, science, and English for elementary, middle, and high school. Contact info at Test Prep Pundits. Call at 844-383-7844.
సిలికాన్ ఆంధ్ర మనబడి అమెరికాలో ACS వాస్క్ గుర్తింపు పొందిన ఏకైక తెలుగు విద్యాలయం. మీ పిల్లలను 2021-2022 తరగతులలో చేర్పించండి. తరగతుల నమోదు ప్రారంభమైనది. సెప్టెంబర్ 11, 2021 నుండి తరగతులు ప్రారంభం. మనబడిలో చేర్పిద్దాం, తెలుగు భాష నేర్పిద్దాం. మరిన్ని వివరాలకు సంప్రదించండి manabadi.siliconandhra.org, info@manabadi.siliconandhra.org, 1-844-626-BUDDY.
A new wave in the test prep. Test prep pundits offer SAT, PSAT, ACT just for $499, with powerful teachers, with top 1 percentile tutors, and powered by stellar digital curriculum. Contact us at info@testpreppundits.com or call at 844-383-7844.
Fine diamond jewelry is now one click away. Maya Fine Jewels, a family legacy, manufacturing their own jewelry since 1975. Shop online for lab-certified diamond jewelry at Indian prices. Visit your trusted family jeweler, Maya Fine Jewels, at 1315 Oak Tree Road, Islin, New Jersey. Shop online at mayafinejewels.com.
Bridal Jewelry by Malabar Gold and Diamonds.
Summer is the best time to boost your scores. Test prep pundits.
Folks, welcome back to our talk show with experts. Manatho Naman expert Rahul Reddy Garu. Rahul Garu, let's not waste any time because there's so many people waiting to talk to you on it. Let's take our first caller. Caller from area code 913. We're ready for you now, Andy. Caller from area code 913. We have a question in the meantime, Andy. This is from RD. He says NYJEB. Oh, EB3. Priority date Jan 2015. What are the chances of getting a green card by October 2022?
What is the priority date he said?
Jan 2015, Andy.
Jan 2015. By October 2022.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming that our audiences will, stop trolling and writing letter to the congressman, very high.
Okay.
For those people, yeah, it's not like, we are not the, and there are a lot of comments coming on, why are you telling this? We are telling to take action, guys. We don't want to just follow like a sheep, okay? And what we're telling is what the law is, what they are supposed to follow.
Right. Thank you, Rahul Garu. Let's take a caller, Andy. Caller from area code 913. We're ready for you now. Please press star 6, Andy, to unmute your line. Star 6, Andy, to unmute your line. Hello.
All right. Are you able to hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Rahul and Nitya, for providing all this support for our Indian community. So my priority date is then September 2011 in EB3 category. Couple of months back, my date has become current. My daughter, she's aging out in May 2022. What happens if the date moves back to August 2011? So this is my first question.
What about your I-140? Is it approved?
Yeah, it's approved long back.
Good. Okay. Even if the date moves back, though, your daughter is locked. She's protected in the CSPA. Couple of things need to happen. Your I-140 must have been approved. Your final action date has to be current, and she must be under 21 under the CSPA. So all these three things met. Even if it goes back, and the priority date doesn't become current for the next 20 years, it doesn't matter. Your daughter is protected. There's fourth condition that she cannot get married. That's the only fourth condition that needs to be met.
Okay. And one more question, like she got her EAD. Can we use it?
Since the final action date is current, our date is locked, yeah, I would use it.
Okay. And the other thing is like my company, the company has been sold to another company. So they have filed my 485J and I received the receipt few days back. Does this delays the process? Like why? Because 485 has been now become to 485J. Does it affect?
No, I haven't noticed that. In my experience, filing a 485J supplement, I haven't noticed any delay.
Okay. All right. That's all I have. Thank you very much for your help.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling in. All right, let's take our next caller, Reddy. Rahul Garu, I have a question for you. This is from 𝗟𝗩𝗪𝗪. Says, my wife is in India for the last 4 months. Last week, we both received our green cards. Can she travel back to the US if I ship her a green card?
Does she have an advance parole though? I would like for her, you can definitely ship the green card though, but I want her to have the advance parole with her though.
Okay.
The reason is that the green card is supposed to be approved while they are in United States, not when they're outside the country. So technically there may be some problems though. However though, the CBP does allow people after approving the green card, they do allow people to come on the advance parole.
Okay. Awesome, Andy. Let's take our caller. Caller from area code 973. We're ready for you now.
Hi, Nitya Garu. Hi, Rahul Garu. How are you?
Hello, sir.
Good, doing good.
Rahul Garu, talking to you is very lucky for me. I spoke to you the first time I got my biometrics, the second time I got my EAD. So I'm hoping this is going to be third time charm.
Next gear. Green card.
So I have, So I have two questions. My priority date is December 2012 on EB3. I had an I-140 which was already approved. And I filed for my spouse as a derivative applicant, right?
Of course.
Now, my spouse had her own EB2 I-140 approved from her company, which was 2018 priority date. Now, when we got the receipt, her receipt
on the 485.
The 2018 priority date rather than mine.
I know why.
So
what happened is that most probably you kept the A number in the 485 application. It immediately reflects. That's okay. It won't cause any problem. She should get the green card along with you. Because if it's 2018, they should have rejected the 485 application completely.
Right. Okay. My follow-on question, Rahul Garu, is in regards to the processing timelines for I-485. Now, my receipt number has MSC, right? So that's National Benefits Center. So I should be looking at the local field office, which is Newark, right, for processing timelines?
Yes, you can. You can look into that.
Okay. And that is right now showing March 30, 2020. And I filed in October 2020, right? So is the receipt date, received date that I need to be looking at? So it's going to be October 2020, right?
That is right. That is right. That is right.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Thank you. That's all I had, Rahul.
Thank you, sir. All the best. I hope you get a green card this time since you called in again.
Absolutely. Like I said, third time is charm, right? So hopefully.
Third time is charm. All right. On to our next caller. Rahul Garu, I have a question for you. This is from PP. He says, I filed my EB3 June 2014 priority date in October 2020. I got the EAD for 3 out of 4 family members. He also got a medical RFE 2 weeks ago. What does a medical RFE indicate in my case? Also, any reason why his 12-year-old hasn't received the EAD or advance parole yet?
You can raise a service request because it's more time has passed since the EAD has. Did he said he filed in October of 2020 or before that? I'm a bit confused.
No, I think he filed it June 2014. He got the EAD in October of 2020.
June 2014. So he's the old priority date guy.
Yes.
So he can raise a service request for the EAD and advance parole for the 12-year-old kid though.
Okay.
If the medical RFP has been received for only one person, is that what he said? So if it's received,
doesn't mention. He just says got medical RFP 2 weeks ago, but he doesn't specify. If
I'm assuming the medical RFP is for all the people. If that's a case, it's a very good news for him, though.
Right.
There's a very good chance that he may get the approval.
Fully understood. But yeah, PP, if you're watching this, if you can let us know if the medical RFP came in for everyone or not. But like Rahul Garu said, please do raise a service request. All right, moving on to our next caller. Caller from area code 817. We're ready for you now.
Yes, Nitya. Thank you, Nitya, for giving the opportunity.
Hello, sir.
Hi, Rahul. Thank you.
Yes. Go ahead, sir.
Please go ahead.
Yeah. My question is, you told me many times that we can do Interfile. So I am actually applied last October, downgrade EB2 to EB3. My 140 approved in premium processing. And I have done my biometrics last July 26th. And I am current since July 1st. So I'm waiting for the medical RFP, but I don't think it will come sooner. So I want to go for Interfile. So along with medical covers, what else I need to submit for the Interfile?
One thing, I want to back off a little bit on the medical interfiling for the next 2 weeks, though. Here is the reason, though.
Why?
Because previously we were not receiving RFPs for the medical stuff. Recently, what I told you is that we received so many RFPs on the medical. In the past, people have received text, emails and RFPs though. I want you to wait at least 2 weeks before you submit the medicals though. You can come to the TV show. We will announce it at that point of time whether we still recommend or not. At this point of time, although I did recommend it before though. At this point of time, I'm not recommending. I want to hold on for 2 weeks. Maybe your RFP comes in because I've seen people sending the medicals and then the RFP came. And then they're asking me a question: should I now send the medicals again? I told them send the medical again. You don't want to take any chances. You want to expedite as much as possible. So that's the reason I want you to hold for 2 weeks.
Okay, Rahul. But you may be right with different service centers, maybe MSC or LIN. Mine is SRC, Texas Service Center. They are working very, very,
it's up to you.
Slow.
I mean, if you want to spend some extra, I mean, you won't lose any other than money. You won't lose anything if you want to try it. You won't harm your application.
Yeah, that's here's what I say.
Here is what I say.
Yeah, I can wait.
If you get the medical RFP, even though you did Interfile, send the medicals again.
Okay. So my question actually is, when I understand that you want me to hold for at least 2 more weeks for the Interfile.
Sure.
But whenever I'm doing Interfile, what else I need to submit along with that medicals?
Along with the medicals, no cover letter is required. Use the word interfiling. Use the 485 receipt notice. They put an A number, which you got it on the 485, and attach the 485 receipt notice along with it. I have written an article on it. The link is provided at the bottom for you.
Oh, okay. Okay, Rahul. I will go through that one.
Sure.
Okay. Thank you, Rahul.
So much
thank
for
you,
calling,
Nitya.
Andy. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. On to our next caller, Andy. Rahul Garu, I have a question. This is from SBR. He says, if I file I-140 EB3 end of August, can I file 485 in October, filing date chart without EB3 I-140 receipt? My priority date is 2015.
Receipt or approval? Without receipt you cannot. Without approval you can. But right now the I-140 is it is not taking much time. You can file an I-140, and even if your check is cashed, there are ways to get the I-140 receipt notice based on the check cash thing. And you can file based on the check cash. At the back of it, the receipt number will be there.
Okay. Thanks, Andy. Rahul Garu, let's go to our next caller, Andy. All right. While we're waiting, we have a question from 𝗓𝗩𝗪𝗘 Raju. Says, my adjustment of status is processed in the Kansas MO field office, priority date August 2010. My EAD combo on August 3rd. And now 485 USCIS status says mailed your card. So wondering if that is my GC card.
Yes, that's open the champion, buddy. 99.9%, yes, that is. Yes, I mean, there's always a 0.1% chance it could not be, but 99%, yes, it is the green card mailed for the 485 receipt notice means you got the green card.
Got it.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Let's take our caller, Andy. Let's take our next caller. Let's see, there seems to be some. Yeah. Caller from area code 732. We're waiting for you now. Caller from area code 7320. We're waiting for you. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm just waiting on the queue to talk.
Yeah, we're ready for you now. We're
Hello?
ready for you now, sir. Hello. Please go ahead with your question.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah.
Hi, 𝗬𝗓𝗏. Hi, Rahul V. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
We can hear you. Can you? Do you mind muting your TV, sir?
Okay, I muted it.
Okay, thank you. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi. So my priority date is 2013 February, and I couldn't downgrade and file in October. So I'm just wondering, is it still good to downgrade and file, or should I wait for the next bulletin to see if EB2 is...
Next bulletin is going to come in about a week's time. I would, because most probably we are not expecting you to be current in September for sure. So definitely I would downgrade and file your application in September itself. I will not wait for you in October.
Okay. And the second question is, so if I file adjustment status, since my I-140 is approved in EB2, my child who is 15 years old will be protected, or 140 need to be approved again in EB3, and then only his protection will start?
Only if the I-140 is approved, his protection will start. That's a good question. So your I-140 has to be approved.
Okay, so it doesn't matter. The old EB2 and 140 still doesn't matter.
That is right. That is right. That's a good. It's the underlying I-140 that will count toward the CSPA age. It's not any I-140. It's the underlying I-140. In this case, you're relying on the EB3, so it's the EB3 that will count.
Okay. And if at all, if next bulletin, by any chance, if EB2 moves for beyond EB3, then will I be able to file in EB2, or do I need to do any special processing for that, since I'm downgrading?
You're speaking in September, you're speaking on somewhere down the line in future.
Down the line in future.
You can, I mean, if you maintain the H1B and not get married to the EAD, which most probably you're not going to get the EAD that fast anyway. So yeah, you can file one more fresh 485 application under EB2.
Okay. So, but we should not have two adjustment of statuses, right? Because
you can withdraw the old one if you want to.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Instead of doing that though, instead of filing one more fresh 485 application, I will spend the money on premium processing, get the EB3 approved.
Okay, for I-140.
That's right. And then everything is fine for you. Your child is protected, your priority date is good, you don't have to go to the 485 application, and you don't have to do an interfiling, you don't have to do anything, you're in good shape.
Okay, because I-140 premium is getting rejected, it seems. So
80% of the time, it's getting accepted. What you have to do is that you have to file, refile, file. There are cases it got accepted after the 7th time. Remember, people told you cannot do downgrade. Then they said you can't do premium processing. Everything has been proved wrong. So you can do premium processing. You just have to keep trying.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
𝗬𝗓𝗏, I have a very good question from Ramin Lasker from YouTube. He's asking the question, will the October visa bulletin come in the first week of September or the last week of September? The reason, 2021, the reason he's asking this question, 𝗬𝗓𝗏, is that last time we got the priority date, if I'm not mistaken, is on September 24th. So we had only like 7 days to prepare though. So he's asking question, is it going to be the same? Is it going to become? I'm expecting to come either in the 2nd week or 3rd week of September. Why not the last 1 week or 7 days before? Is that last time what happened was that there was some issue with regards to Hong Kong, whether it should be considered to be a part of China and some other things. There are some technicalities that are there. and they couldn't determine that, and that's the reason why it took a long time. So we're not expecting the same thing again.
Okay. Awesome, Andy. Thank you so much. Let's go to our next caller. While we're waiting for a caller, Andy, there's a question. This is from Still Tranquil. Says, I will be applying for a downgrade this month. My priority date is October of 2012. If I need to visit India in October or November of this year for about a couple of months, one, what should I do? And two, will there be any problem?
What he's on what visa right now?
He does
H1B.
H1B, possibly, yeah. He says priority date is October 2012, but doesn't mention whether it's EB2, EB3. He's saying, applying for a downgrade this month, meaning he should be on EB2, I guess.
Yeah, he's applying downgrade right now, but he's traveling to India in October and November. I'm assuming that he's not subject to the travel ban.
I'm hoping not.
I'm not hoping. Yeah, if he's applying right now and he is going in October and November and he's not subject to travel ban, he's coming back on H1B and H4. I'm assuming absolutely not a problem. Absolutely not a problem.
Okay. Yeah, so I guess the bigger thing is to make sure that he doesn't come under that travel ban, potential travel ban category. All right. Thank you, Rahul Garu. Let's go to our caller early. Caller from area code 626. We're ready for you now. Please press *6 Andy to unmute your line. 626. Caller from area code 626 Andy. *6 to unmute your line, Andy. All right. We have a question in the meantime from Dreamer GC. Says he or she says EB2 to EB3 downgrade. I-140 premium has been rejected. Says 6 times derivative wants to use the GCEAD, H4 and H4 EAD spending, while primary on H1B. What steps need to be taken if and when I-140 is rejected and spouse is out of status?
If the I-140 is rejected, if the spouse is out of status, she or she should.
So we can hear you now. Do you mind just holding on for 1 second, please?
If the spouse, if the I-140 gets rejected, obviously 485 will be automatically rejected though. So his spouse has to then go to India, have to get the H4 stamping or L2 stamping depending on, and his or her spouse should be able to come back after they get the stamping. Will it cause any problem?
No, I think he's mentioning that I-140 premium application is getting rejected.
No, he's saying that if later on the I-140 gets fall down,
got it, and that spouse is out of status. My bad. Sorry.
Yeah, then she has to go outside the country, get the H4 stamping, and come back.
Okay, got it. Thank you, Rahul. Sorry about that. I got confused. All right, on to our caller, Andy. Caller from area code 626. We're ready for you now.
Hello, Nitya ji and Rahul ji.
Hello,
my quick question is, I filed my 485 application last year, October. It's a straight application in EB2. My priority date is current now. On 15th of July, I received my EAD along with my spouse, but not for my daughter. She's 13-year-old. So my worry is if I get a RFE, medical RFE, how do I deal with it? Because in case I submit it, I'm not sure if I get a green card for my daughter along with us.
Wait. So just because just because she did not get the EAD at advance parole, there is no assumption that you can make that she's not going to get an RFP for medical. That's number one. Number two,
that's where I'm
number two, even if by any chance, if any, and this is for everybody, guys, if one family member gets an RFP for medical, the other family member doesn't get a medical for RFP though, I would do one thing. I will send medicals for the entire family.
Got it. Okay. So one technical question, in case, again, that's an assumption, in case she doesn't get a green card after we send RFE response, would she be out of status without EAD?
No. She's not out of status. She's in status. Adjustment of status
we
is a
lose
status.
our H1, right?
No,
Okay.
adjustment of status is a status. Just like H4 status, adjustment of status is a status. She's holding two statuses. One is H4 status, one is adjustment of status. Once you get the green card, she loses the H4 status, but she still be in adjustment of status.
Okay, and doesn't have to be on EAD until
No.
she gets the green card. Correct?
EAD is not even a status. EAD can be given to undocumented aliens too.
Got you. Okay. Thank you for this.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling. Guys, I know there's a lot of you with questions and a lot of you waiting on the phone lines as well. But unfortunately, we're all out of time today, Andy. So we profusely apologize, but we will be back at the same time, same place next week. Rahul Garu, thank you so much, Andy, for fielding all the questions and the challenges, more importantly. But thank you so much for not quitting on us and our viewers, Andy. So because I think, in the bigger scheme of things, people definitely need the help that you're, ready to provide, to them as much and often as possible at Mata. So thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts, Andy.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right. And I'd like to thank our sponsors also, the Test Prep Pundits, 𝗓𝗡 Fine Jewels and 𝗬𝗏𝗪 𝗪𝗪𝗏𝗪 as well. And so stay tuned. We'll come back with another dhamakedar topic next week. And so see you and have a great week, all of you. Thanks for TVASIA Telugu.
Is test prep nerve-wracking? Getting an excellent score a huge challenge? A new wave in the test prep is here to help. Test Prep Pundits has all the answers to your questions. It is a one-stop solution for all your academic needs. Our premium online interactive content has hundreds of SAT and ACT test problems, hundreds of hours of videos. Get real and instant results with real scores on the real SAT and ACT tests. Our pundits are experienced and extensively trained in SAT and ACT prep.
What next? Join our free boot camp on July 31st or August 7th or a free mock test.
Hire international teachers who are well trained in U.S. curriculum for just $20 an hour, or for 2 students group, $15 an hour. We teach math, science, and English for elementary, middle, and high school. Contact info at Test Prep Pundits. Call at 844-383-7844.
సిలికాన్ ఆంధ్ర మనబడి అమెరికాలో ACS 𝗏𝗏𝗃 గుర్తింపు పొందిన ఏకైక తెలుగు విద్యాలయం. మీ పిల్లలను 2021-2022 తరగతులలో చేర్పించండి. తరగతుల నమోదు ప్రారంభమైనది. సెప్టెంబర్ 11, 2021 నుండి తరగతులు ప్రారంభం. మనబడిలో చేర్పిద్దాం, తెలుగు భాష నేర్పిద్దాం. మరిన్ని వివరాలకు సంప్రదించండి manabadi.siliconandhra.org, info@manabadi.siliconandhra.org, 1-844-626-BUDDY.
A new wave in the test prep. Test prep pundits offer SAT, PSAT, ACT just for $499. With powerful teachers, with top 1 percentile tutors, and powered by stellar digital curriculum. Contact us at info@testpreppundits.com or call at 844-383-7844.
Fine diamond jewelry is now one click away. Maya Fine Jewels, a family legacy, manufacturing their own jewelry since 1975. Shop online for lab-certified diamond jewelry at Indian prices. Visit your trusted family jeweler, Maya Fine Jewels, at 1315 Oak Tree Road, Islin, New Jersey. Shop online at mayafinejewels.com.
Bridal Jewelry by Malabar Gold and Diamonds.
Summer is the best time to boost your scores. Test Prep Pundits present Self-Prep SAT ACT course for just $199. Stellar digital curriculum expert videos for every question. 15 full-length tests. Contact info at Test Prep Pundits. Call at 844-383-7844.
FIA, Federation of Indian Associations celebrating 75th Independence Day of India on Sunday, August 15th. Flag hosting at Times Square at 9:30 a.m. Tricolor on the crown of Empire State Building. First India Day billboard at Times Square for 24 hours.